Well, I'm delighted on the 75th anniversary of the NHS to be able to offer our medical staff a 6% uplift. It's the biggest uplift in the devolution era, and I think our workforce are worth every single penny. Now, we continue, of course, to negotiate with the junior doctors, and in fact, I'll be taking part in that negotiation myself tomorrow. And I'll get into the detail with junior doctors directly tomorrow, but what I can say at this stage is I'm prepared to offer our junior doctors the biggest ever uplift seen in the history of devolution. It will put, if accepted, thousands of pounds into the pockets of our junior doctors. And again, they'll be worth every single penny. So what I will say to junior doctors is this is a good deal. It's a deal that's absolutely worthy not just of consideration but I hope acceptance, and it'll involve compromise from the government, but indeed I accept it'll also involve compromise from the BMA too. But if we get to a position where we have a deal, we can avoid what will frankly be very significant impact on patients if industrial action goes ahead.
So there's been some suggestion that the previous offer, which of course was rejected, was the last and final, the best and final offer. Can the Scottish Government afford to make any more offers?
Well, again, I won't go into the detail of what we'll discuss tomorrow, but there'll be options to look at, for example, what we can do above and beyond just 1 year, potentially, what we can do around contract reform, what we can do around work conditions, for example, of junior doctors. We'll look at a variety of different issues, but there isn't, I'm afraid, money down the back of the sofa. I think people know that, given the difficult financial constraints that the government's operating under. But what we will put on the table is an offer that is the biggest pay uplift that junior doctors, single year pay uplift junior doctors would have seen in the devolution era. So I'm hoping it's a statement of our intent as a government to reach a deal with the BMA. Well, as those who are watching and listening would understand, the government will do everything we can to avoid industrial action, but we have to prepare for the worst case scenario, and we have been making preparation for many months now for a potential junior doctor strike. And I have to be really upfront with the public. We'll do everything we can to do as much mitigation as possible, but if a junior doctor strike does go ahead, it will be hugely significant, and potentially tens of thousands of patients will be affected and have their procedures or treatment cancelled. So it is really significant, and that's why I'll do everything in my gift to try to avoid industrial action.